Hi guys, and welcome to part two of the picture frame tutorial. So the aim of this part of the lesson is for you to be able to create your picture frame from a 2D flat model, which was ready for laser cutting, into a 3D model like this. Now this one is different to the one which I showed you before, but the idea is going to be the same on how you do that. So the first thing you need to do is to go to your original file. So that should be saved in your Tinkercad library here. So we can see here is the one which I created in the last lesson. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to just simply click this little cog here where it says options and just go to duplicate like that. And what that will do is that will create a second copy. So if you go back to here, you'll see now that you will have two copies, one there and one there. That's really useful if you want to develop a project or turn a 2D project into a 3D model like this. So again, I'm going to go into this one. Not that way. I'm going to tinker this. Then what I'm going to do to begin with is, so I can keep things organized, I'm going to just change the title to picture frame 3D model. Okay, like that, it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is going to turn this into a 3D model. Now you'll see on the other model, we had a wooden support here. So I'm going to draw that in first. So to do that, just bring a box in, nice and easy. And we knew that this was 100. So again, you can just click that and you can drag it. So just drag it to the same length of what yours is, like that. And then, so whatever length it is, now the width needs to be round about 15, I would say. So you've got 15 by 100. If you think you've moved it, I think I moved that a little bit. Remember, you can click that and you can hold down the shift key and you can go to your line tool and you can just click the dot at the top to make sure that they're all in line, like so. Oh, is that 100? Let's just check that's 100. Okay, and what size is that? That's fine. It's going 131 because it's accounting for this bit here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just spin this like that. I'm going to change the color of this to make it look a bit more wooden. So just pick a brown, like so, or yeah, I think that's the best one. You can go darker, but I go for the lighter one, like so. And we're going to just get that and we're going to reduce it to, let's say about 12, like so. Like that. Again, this is just a representation of what your model will look like. So long as you've got it about 12, that's fine. Now what we need to do is we now need to rotate all this so it sits upright. And that's pretty easy to do. So first thing is we click the picture frame here, and you'll notice when we click it, we've got these little arrows here. There's one there, there's one there, and there's one here. So we want to click on this one, and that will rotate the red part. So click that. If I hold down the shift key, click and I rotate, it makes it easier. So I can go straight to 90 degrees. Okay, it goes 0, 45, 90, like that. And now we can think, well, it doesn't look quite right. And this is where the bits of aligning needs to happen. So if you just click the left tool, we can see that we are miles away from the actual work here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click it, and like I showed you before, I'm going to use my arrow key just to move it up to the edge of the block, like so. And then I'm going to change my view to the front. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to press the up arrow. So you don't press the up arrow, use that. Let's zoom out a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Click that, and you want to be looking for the right hand side to say 0. 0, there we go. Just check from the other view now. You can see that that is in the right place. But I've moved it slightly, so again, click that arrow key to there. So you can see that now we have our pitch frame sat upright. Now, if I look at this, I can see it's not quite right. So I'm going to view from the back, like so. And I'm just going to get that, move that around a little bit here. I'm going to get that, and I'm just going to hide that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller, just so it lines up, and then just check the other side. So sometimes with Tinkercad, you just have to do a little bit of moving things around to get it to work. Just as you change the views, you start to see different things from different views. And that's really important, to use different views to make sure everything is exact. Now, it would be, see if we can use the align tool, that might help us as well. So we click that and click that. But I think it's already where it needs to be. It has changed a little bit. I think the align tool with this is not giving us a true reading because of these bits on the edges. So we'll just undo that and do it by eye. So next little thing is we're going to just simply get that, and we're going to click the duplicate button, click it, and then we want to hold down the shift key and we want to move it across like so. And I'm going to just change the view to rotate, and I'm going to get that and use my arrow keys again and put it in the right place. Okay, because that then represents the wooden stand for the photo frame. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to just select those two. And I'm going to just lock them, which means that then they can't be moved, or I can't move things by accident. Now what I'm going to do is I need to get these parts onto here. So again, what we'll do is we'll just work from different views. So we'll spin around here. So we'll start with the left view. Actually, best thing to do first is to get them in the right way. So click that, and you want to hold down the shift key and then flip them. Same with that one, all to 90. So I wonder if you could do them all at the same time. Probably can. So hold down the shift key, select each of them, and spin them both round. So again, click, hold down shift key, still pressing the shift key, click, click, and then I can rotate those around as well, all at the same time, which makes things a bit quicker. So now I need to put these onto here, and this is the tricky bit because it's a bit fiddly. So first thing, choose a different view, and pick one of them. You might want to go up with your cone, get it roughly where you want it, and then use the arrow key to move it where you think it might be. Okay, same with that one. Again, go up, and then move the arrow key where you think it might need to be around that way. So we'll put those in a rough sort of place. And spin that around now, and I can see from the front they're not quite right. So again, I'm going to get that one, and I'm going to then arrow key it across to roughly where I want it. And then this time I'm going to click on this If I want to zoom into this area, I click on it, I can do that. I can just roll out a bit. Click that. Be careful not to pull it and resize it. Always use the cone just to move it down. And then to fine tune it, just use arrow key so it's in the right place. And then you can look from the left and you can see, all right, that needs to be, that will be in the right place for there. Then we need to sort of repeat the process again for this other piece. So click it, click that, zoom out a bit by rolling your mouse, and click that, and move that, and again, like we did before, get it roughly where you want it, use the cone to move it down, and we'll try and look for like an equal spacing around there to be nice and accurate. And again, look from the other view, see it's not right, but a quick fix is just the arrow key used to bring it onto our work. Right. Okay, so let's have a look where we are now. Let's go home view. Let's have a look, we're getting there. So now, again, I want to do this other view for right. So I'm going to get those, bring them up to roughly where I want them. Okay, then again, use my arrow key to bring it in front of the frame. Same again, repeat the process. So you'll notice sometimes with Tinkercad, and a lot of CAD programs, is you do repeat things. But that repetition allows you to become very good at certain processes. And soon you'll start to do it second nature. So you won't have to necessarily think about what you're doing because you'll just know automatically what to do in these situations. Just go to there. That looks about right. Happy with that one. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to move that one across. Move that one down by using the arrow keys to there. Again, change the view to left, and I'm going to see that they are sticking out miles. And then I'm going to arrow key it across to there. And then with that one, I can do from there as well. And I should be able to, when it disappears, I know that it's right. There we go. So that is correct. Like so. So that just leaves the stars to do. So again, click it, move it up so the stars are on the top. And that, move that one. Again, move that one. And then arrow key to move it up. Oops, not arrow key, sorry. Cone to move it up. And then to move it across, use that arrow key and then up. And then move across. So we've got quite a lot of stars to put on here. But let's look from the front and see where we are with them all. So that one, I'll put it roughly like there. I'll just tidy it up by using that. I think also I could rotate it to make it look a bit better. I'm going to try and rotate it so it's straight like that. Move it down a little bit using the cone. We'll do the same with that one. Bring the stars across. Give it a little rotate. So it's straight. Try and get that point on there. Move that down with the cone. And rather than me redoing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete those. A little quick idea I've just had. And I'm going to get them in the right place. So I'm going to spin to there. Try and make my life a little bit easier. because as I said, we like to do that. We like to make things easy for ourselves when we're designing, rather than making extra work. Disappeared, so it means it's in the right place. And that one as well. Let's make that disappear, so it means it's hidden behind everything else. There we go. So if I look to the front now, that should be in the right place. So what I'm going to do here, click that one. I'm going to click that one, and I'm going to go to duplicate, and then I'm just going to literally hold down my shift key and move these across to get them there, like so. That saves me a little bit of time. And if I wanted to, and I was feeling adventurous, I could then add some more details down the sides here. So that is the picture frame all completed as a 3D model, and that's how you create it in Tinkercad. Have fun tinkering.